From just a kid with early access to the internet to one of today's most inspiring and aesthetically recognizable artists in the underground, with a cult-like fan base and a built-in world and language that is used in his own songs, mixed with a lot of experimentation within music genres along the years. Today, we're gonna be talking about none other than Yabujin. Before heading into the actual video, I want to clarify that I will be referring to Yabujin as just Yabujin along this video, as it's the alias where he uploaded the majority of the songs that made him viral. Not only that, but most people just refer to him by that alias online, so that makes it a lot more simple, taking into account the large number of aliases he has made along his music career. With that being said, grab some ice, grab some mungus, and enjoy the video. The earliest record of Yabujin in the music scene takes us back to the 13th of October 2015, when a YouTube channel called RBobLT uploaded a video featuring Yabujin rapping in Lithuanian behind the alias Nomad. This video was part of an online rap battle in which Yabujin took part for 2 more videos, before sadly losing. The Nomad alias was the first alias used by Yabujin in his music career, and under this alias he uploaded his first song in 2016 to both YouTube and BK, called World Borrow. This song, similar to the rap battles, is a song rapped fully on Lithuanian, with a stolen beat. The last 2 uploads in this account were Silver Lake, the first English song of his, and Yellow Salt, which blew up due to people believing that Jaji had produced it, as the title read, Jaji Miller. You can probably find some edits with this song that trace back to 2016 if you search deep enough in YouTube. It was after this song that he wouldn't upload ever again under the Nomad alias, changing his alias to the new Bleach Drinkers. Bleach Drinkers or Naga was his second alias, under which he uploaded a bigger variety of songs. Most of the earlier songs from this alias have a lo-fi type vibe to them and use samples from rappers like Tyler the Creator or Frank Ocean, like in the songs Sleep and Nikes, which began to show his taste in that type of rap music, which likely inspired him to begin creating his own music during that period. It's under this alias that Yabujin published his first ever music project, called Phzone. It's an EP that consists of 7 different songs and a bonus one called The Art of All Flash Dating Simulator Games, which entirely is a reference to the Flash game Love Hate Dating Sim, a game Yabujin played a lot as a kid and later referenced extensively in his music. After this release and with the opening of the year 2017, he uploaded 10 more songs to this alias. Some of them featured the same lo-fi type of vibe, but some others like Born to Grill or Vomit on My Necklace featured a more different style, mixing Memphis-like beats, with the exception being Dystemia 6, a song that referenced a mod from Serious Sam. Vomit on My Necklace also features a concept Yabujin will keep doing in the future, which is putting his other aliases as actual features in his songs. This one specifically had Naga x Nomad in the title. It was around this time too that he had uploaded a video called Do You Know Me to his YouTube channel, that to this day just seems like a random experiment he did with video editing. After this upload, he would again change his alias to now being called Flash Genius. His first upload in this alias was a fake live recording of his titled Torresita Beta, and subsequent to this upload he released another 10 tracks, kinda like how he did in Naga. 2 of the songs that he uploaded were meant to be part of an EP titled Flash Gods, which as of today is lost completely, and the attempts to recover it have been a failure. Both of these songs have the fake feature concept Yabujin had used in the past, but this time he used a different alias, mentioning Elixir Nomad, a future alias he would use in 2018. Other Flash Genius uploads were 911, a song dedicated to Tyler the Creator, Yellow Salt 2017, a newer version of the old Nomad song and different from it, as in this one he sings instead of just rapping, and Late Night feat Flash Genius, which is one of the few actual Yabujin features with another person. With this, I would also like to mention that all of the Spotify Yabujin features are entirely false. People just put them as a feature in their songs to sort out some type of clout. With the opening of the year 2018, Yabujin would create an account on SoundCloud called Febwish. In this account, only 4 songs would be published, and they were all published the same day. Those songs are Shot an Angel, With My Hands, Flux Out, and Like Denso. This account still stands up to this day, but it's known to be hacked. Only one day after these uploads, Yabujin would release a song under a new alias, this time calling himself Elixir Nomad, the alias mentioned in the Flash Genius account. Under this alias, he dropped 21 songs, 22 if we count the Flash Genius version of Fountain of Bad Memories. The first song under this alias, and one of Yabujin's most known songs, is Pink Windows, which back in 2019 was already kinda popular, having around 6,000 plays. Other uploads were a newer version of Fountain of Bad Memories, this time being a 2017 version that was published on SPK. Oyster Gore, which was once considered a rare song and is now private on his YouTube account, amongst many other songs and videos. Flash Bath and Flash Sky, which are both ambient songs uploaded the same day to both YouTube and SoundCloud. And 2 EPs, one being Flash Genies, a found EP of his that consists in imitating a PS1 game OST, and the other one being She Likes Swords and Doing Drugs, an EP that consists of 2 songs, Her 1 and Her 2, both ambient songs. This EP is solidly a reference to, again, Motoko from the video game Love Hine Dating Sim. This project would be the last upload of his under this alias, before changing into the most known of them all, Yabujin. Under the Yabujin alias, he would drop 58 tracks, the first one of them all being Cave Barrel, an ambient song resembling the ones he had already published before. Following this upload, he would put out the first ever track dedicated to Azuroi, called Enter Hex 1616. But wait, what's Azuroi? Azuroi is a YouTube series created by Yabujin that tells us the story of a character named Gahida and his tries to reach Azuroi. Azuroi is a realm where there are no broken bones, a place where everything is frozen, guarded by a gatekeeper that in the first episode of the series already prevents Gahida from entering it. Azuroi has its own language, it being Azuroiska, a made-up language Yabujin would use for these videos along with many other stuff such as song lyrics, covers, etc. The use of numbers is also a very important part of this story, as they are used to represent various things. To give some examples, 1616 represents chaos, 8888 represents magic, and 1688 represents chaotic magic. These obviously aren't the only things associated with those numbers, nor are they the only numbers Yabujin has used, but that would be the topic for another video. The Azuroi series itself is a hell of a puzzle, but I utterly encourage you to watch the videos and try to match the pieces together, as it is one of the most important parts of Yabujin's work and had a large impact on his music releases during that time. Alongside this upload, he dropped 2 other songs called Azuroi Gate 1616 Intruded and Bath 8888 Equipment Thief 1616 1688, which as a fun fact is the only 2018 song up on Spotify. The Azuroi theme songs continued as after 11 days of these 3 uploads he uploaded another 3 songs, these being Enter Hex 8888, Azuroi Garden 8888 and Secret Garden 8888. Which had a link to its music video in the description, it being the first known Yabujin music video. On the following days he would upload songs like the before mentioned Glimpse 1616, Jabiel Slap 1616, Jem Lost Gaze 1616, and others, some even having visuals like Druglow or Genzo's Cathedral of Hope. I didn't want to mention this until now, but between the Elixir Nomad and Yabujin uploads, he would sporadically upload some songs under the Lamiyanaga alias, which was oriented into more of a Memphis type of style. Some of the songs uploaded were Dogshit, Ain't No Pussy, a feature with his friend Karka, which as of today is still published in Karka's SoundCloud, Lamiyanaga x Yabujin, Pandemonium Exodus, Kindle Thugs, and House in the Forest. I would also like to mention that in his YouTube channel he would upload a song titled Sampunas, but this time under a yet again new alias, Tylon Dietis. This alias would continue in SoundCloud rather than in YouTube and would have a lot of changes that I will go over further into the video. 4 months after the Sampunas upload, Yabujin uploaded his most popular project as of today, Flash Desire. Containing 8 songs, this project showed a new style of mixing Yabujin had already shown in songs like Virtual Verts Interdimensional Webhex 1688, that he would keep on perfecting as time passed. In the album's cover, we can see Yate, a character in the Azuroi series, which again shows how important watching Azuroi is to truly understand his work, as many references are hidden in his covers, lyrics, and even music videos. After this mixtape and with the opening of the year 2020, Yabujin would release another track for the Thailand Daddies account. However, this time, he actually uploaded it to the Thailand Daddies 85 SoundCloud account, making it the first SoundCloud song of this alias. Subsequent to this upload, he would, to no one's surprise, drop a song under a new alias, this time calling himself Joits. What's curious about this alias is that he only used it for this song, and never even mentioned it again. After this spontaneous upload, he kept posting songs like Mobile Terror 1616, Dolphin Wave 8888, Mariana Mordegar Glesgorb, which is a reference to an old Russian creepypasta, or Rest in Peace Amy Winehouse, which is a tribute to the artist. It was around this time that Yabujin established and posed an aesthetic and mixing style that he'd been working on for a while now, mixing low-quality vocals, heavenly music videos, and beats that stood out for themselves. Some uploads from this era are Hardstyle Drill 2009 Nokia Angels 1.6, 8888 Each Divinity, Simo Pulsar 1616, and Gambino. Only 17 days after the upload of Gambino, Yabujin released Baroque, an EP inspired in a PS1 video game called Baroque, hence the name of the EP. This project consisted of 3 songs: Fetus, using a beat that he had already shown in the past, Garden, and Baroque, this one being the only of the 3 to have a music video. This project showed more of an angelic or ethereal take of Yabujin within music to put it in words, as the beats and vocals in it are just heaven-like. Following this project, he dropped some more singles such as 302 I Want to Go, a song referencing Motoko from Love Hine Dating Sim, Surgeon Dogma, Crystal Helix, and Chalice of Mind, both containing a music video. Chalice of Mind was also the first of many hardstyle tracks that Yabujin would release to the public. 1 month after these uploads, he would, for some reason, make a fake Youngling song calling it Counting Eyes. This song was posted under a profile called Xeril in SoundCloud and a YouTube channel called Xeril Mao. The original upload is still up in SoundCloud if you want to check it out, but sadly, the YouTube one is long gone. Keep this YouTube channel in mind as it will be mentioned later in this video. The next thing Yabujin released was another project called Swords 8888. The cover this time does not only feature Yate but Gohide too. This EP consists of 5 songs: Morph as the intro, Tower of Our Serenity, and Fantasy Trust, Dear Gatekeeper, which includes a music video, and Renegade, a song fully written in Azeroiska. As a fun fact, the track Tower of Our Serenity was originally different from the present one, as it was longer. However, Yabujin decided to change it shortly after the EP's release. Luckily, the OG version is still available in SoundCloud. This next part is going to be narrated by my friend Skate, so you'll get a rest from my bad English for a while.
DJ Garuda's Eye is an alias based around hardstyle and jumpstyle music. The first upload by this account was Zetracore's Eyes to Jumping Gargoyles. Only a week after its release, Yabujin would post 5 more songs to this account: Jumping is Not a Crime, Winter Stylers, Valeria Bounds, Valeria Pulsar, which is a feature track between DJ Garuda's Eye and Yabujin, and the partially lost song, Digest. Although these uploads were all made on SoundCloud, Yabujin would release 3 videos under the newly repurposed DJ Garuda's Eye YouTube channel, which was once before the aforementioned Zero Mao channel. These videos would actually be songs under a new alias called Rarman Rips. The songs in question were Horsefish, Hella the Boys, and Chivalry. We don't talk about chivalry. After these 3 Rarman uploads, a 4th one was posted, except this one didn't have any visuals, unlike the other 3. This would be the last Rarman upload as of today. This upload was made on the 25th of February 2021, and it was the last one that Yabujin made before taking a 10-month hiatus from publishing music. After this hiatus, he would return to the Yabujin SoundCloud account, which was now named Yabheal, and he uploaded a song called Birth. This would apply for the Garuda's Eye SoundCloud account too, where he would upload a song called Giral Warp. Both of these songs would be later used in a project of his. Later the same day, on the Garuda's Eye YouTube channel, he would put out 3 different mixes, one being Lord Plus, another being Lord Question Mark, which is a slowed version of the first mix, and the final one being Lord R&T, a mix of piano pieces by him. After these 3 uploads, he uploaded a 4th video called Spiritox, referencing an old internet alias he used to use. This video samples an old Russian song called Ya Odna, which repeats over and over until the video reaches 54 minutes and 54 seconds in length. Again, keep in mind that Yabujin likes to play around with numbers a lot, and video lengths are not the exception. These 6 uploads would be the last ones made in 2021. It's from this point onwards that Yabujin took his music in a more experimental direction, which a lot of fans still to this day criticize, arguing that if Yabujin had followed that 2020 cloud rap theme with songs he did in the past, he'd be much more famous than he is today. The thing that they don't realize with Yabujin, as good as that alias was, it was only an era of his music career. If there's one thing we can take for granted about his music, is that he's always been changing his style and trying out new things. These changes may or may not appeal to you, but that still isn't a valid argument to criticize somebody's art. If you're curious about if Yabujin is working on something like Flash Casanova 2, it doesn't seem like it, as he himself has showed some sort of disgust towards his old 2020 persona, claiming that he himself was just an RCB copy. But anyways, after this little disclaimer, we can move on with the video. 2022 began with 2 mixtapes on the DJ Garadazai SoundCloud account, the first one being Zero's Pandemonium Volume 1, which to this day still doesn't have a part 2, and Hydra, which contains the popular song fan-dubbed as Stoner Park. After these 2 uploads, Yabujin decided it was time for another hiatus, this time disappearing for 8 months, and on the 13th of September he uploaded a new song under the Lagonis85 alias, which was an updated version of the Thailand Datus85 SoundCloud account. This song was a collab between a friend of his, where they both rap in Lithuanian, which is a theme he would continue in the future. Only 9 days after this first upload, on the Yabhiel SoundCloud account, Yabujin did something very rare for him. He uploaded a scrapped EP he worked on in 2020, calling it Clause 2K20 Leak Deluxe. This project is the sister EP of Swords, and originally it was going to contain 6 songs. Deserter as the intro, Cell, Deer, Liquid Fairy Corp, Mirror, which is an edit of a single he dropped in 2020 called Mirror Yada Gilda, and Gone Fishin'. But for some reason Deserter was scrapped in the official release and is now semi-lost. I say it's semi-lost because it's pretty likely that a video he uploaded to YouTube called Claws back in 2020 is Deserter, as they are both 46 seconds in length and the video is called Claws. Lastly, a few hours after the EP was dropped, a bonus track would be added, called Tirihinas Tilde Bonus. This was maybe put here to fill the blank that Deserter had left behind. The same day the Claws EP was dropped, on the Garadazai SoundCloud he published a song called New Cho, and 8 days later, on the Yabhiel SoundCloud account, he would drop his biggest project as of today, Zero. Zero is an album that contains 22 songs. 2 of them are the aforementioned songs Birth and Giral Warp, which was later renamed to this. This album is rather Garadazai-esque to be uploaded on the Yabhiel SoundCloud account, as the majority of the songs are heavily pointed towards the broken sound aesthetic of the last 2 Garadazai mixes, although this album would for sure mark the future style of the Yabhiel account. This album also has a music video for it, which is a mix of the album's songs with the 5th Evangelion episode layered in the background. In the end of it, an unreleased Garadazai song plays that is featured as a snippet in the Zetracore YouTube upload. Along with this music video, a track inside of the album also has one, it being Dniem Rozdenia. There's nothing much to say about this album other than you should give it a listen. It's one of his most complete projects, if not his most complete one. 2 weeks after this huge upload, on the Garadazai SoundCloud account, a new album would be dropped, Lard. Lard is an album that consists of a mix of piano and opera pieces with some hardstyle tracks and distorted ambience, as if it was being played directly from a cassette tape. It does really well at creating an atmosphere of its own that resembles the Lard R&T mix. Following the release of both of these albums, he would keep posting singles on the Garadazai SoundCloud account and some more videos on the Garadazai YouTube channel. Some of these singles in no particular order were Gut, which is an edit of his before mentioned lost song Digest, Exodus Odyssey, Bounds in His Jeans on Day 2K22, which is a joke version of his song Jumping Is Not a Crime, or Adam. Along with these singles, he would also do feature tracks with a friend of his called Denzel. Together they made 6 songs together featuring Garadazai. Some of these tracks share a similarity to an old song he's featured in called Ain't No Pussy, because they're both still standing on SoundCloud today. There is also a few YouTube videos he posted during this time as well, the first one being a mix-up of the song Scantrax Roots and Black 2008, which was titled The Morning. The next video would be titled Valzer Perkani, which is a 9-minute video of him playing the piano, and then the next video would be called A Funny Void, which is a YouTube exclusive Garada track. Additionally, he would also drop a piano cover for Valeria Bounds, this time having a file name as the title for the video, but this time it was uploaded to the Yabujin YouTube channel. In the middle of these Garada Zai uploads, on the Yabhiel SoundCloud he dropped 5 new singles, the first one being Toy, which was first named X.xyn, then Deceitful, and then finally was renamed to Toy. The next song was Piska and X Freestyle, which is a 5-minute song where he just swears in Russian over a beat. The next song was Retarded Naga, an edited version of the 2016 Bleach Shrinkers track called The Art of Old Flash Dating Simulator Games, which was posted under the original upload using SoundCloud Pro. The next song was P.xyn, which is an edited version of N.xyn, and Funny Void, which has a music video. 1 week after the upload of Funny Void, Yabujin would upload Flash Desire. Yes, you heard that right, that Flash Desire. Although this version of Flash Desire was very different, it would feature 4 new songs that replaced the originals, and it had a brand new cover that just showed a pig in the spot where he stood in the OG cover. This would serve as a representation of how Yabujin sees his older self in music, as Yabujin has made tons of references to him acting like a pig. This can be easily interpreted as him criticizing his older aliases. Moreover, this album is just a mockery to Flash Desire, as it's easily his most mainstream product he's ever done, with some of the track names being changed to Retard with No Shoes or Homeless Drill 2020. Additionally, this album would be updated later on, changing the cover back to the OG one and adding 3 new songs: Desire, which is an Earl Sweatshirt and Gimme Some Family mashup, and 2 jump style tracks he didn't make. At the end of the year 2022, he dropped some more singles under Garada Zai, such as DJ Dima Frost, 2022 Banyak, Schweinwalzer, which is a YouTube upload, and Abin. This would be the last song ever made under the DJ Garada Zai alias. Some days after this upload, Yabujin would decide to delete the Yabhiel account, the DJ Garada Zai account, and the Lamia Naga account, leaving only the Yabujin and Garada Zai YouTube channels. I didn't mention this until now because it would have made things more confusing than it is already, but in between all these uploads on Garada and Yabhiel, Yabujin would upload tracks under different aliases too. The first alias he would drop a song on chronologically is Ginomic, an alias that wouldn't be discovered until 10 months after its creation. Yabujin would upload the first Ginomic track on the 30th of January 2022, and it was called Sarah's Jobin. Sadly, this track would be lost because the account was never found whenever the song was first uploaded, and Yabujin would later on private the song. He later uploaded other tracks such as Breldnev Stars, which is a mix that ran the same luck as Sarah's Jobin, but it was recovered. The next song posted was a song called Space Ghost Perp, I Can't Say That Word, No, which is a remix of the song Goth Bloods by Space Ghost Perp that uses the same melody as a song from Zero called Egg. It's important to acknowledge that this track was dropped way before Zero was, so it was pretty concrete proof this account actually was Yabujin. The next song posted was called Bangle Jitta Mix, which is a 72-minute mix of Michael Jackson and Evanescence songs. The next song posted was a re-upload of the Pandemonium 2 OST, and finally, the last song posted was Space Bujin, which is a remix of a single he made in 2020 with Space Ghost Perp vocals on it. The second alias he posted music on was Naga's Mulligan, a newly edited version of the Lamia Naga alias. Under this alias he would drop 4 new songs: the aforementioned song X.xyn, then Tomb Coatal Axe, and then The Old Night, which was later renamed to Hobgoblin Shit. This song is a mashup of the Lamia Naga song Lounge Shit and the Bleach Drinker song Hobgoblins on Drugs. And lastly, Born to Grill, which is a reference to a 2017 song of his called Born to Grill. This newer upload was removed shortly after its release. The third alias was Lagonas85, which he posted a single song under, called Krug Mahamor. Although he did post another track under this account but with another alias, it being the fourth and final alias, Trauma. Trauma is the most mysterious alias Yabujin has ever used. This alias was first mentioned in Azeroth 8 and was accompanied by 5 snippets. However, there isn't any actual record of Yabujin using this alias publicly, and to this day the only official Trauma upload is Tachiel Balbus, which is a song he dropped on the 7th of November 2022. Fans have asked Yabujin about Trauma, and he replied that Trauma was indeed a used alias of his and that the stuff he uploaded under it are still on the internet somewhere, although this surely isn't the case anymore.
With the beginning of 2023, some fans noticed an account who liked some of Yabujin's SoundCloud songs before he deleted his account. That account was Evil52Guard. Evil52Guard turned out to be a new alias under which he uploaded songs that resembled Indian culture, with its first one being Welcome, uploaded on the 28th of January. In the upcoming days, he would drop some more like Hydra, Fang Twister, Zemetra, and Unfunny Nirvana, alongside what a mix called Fang Twister that featured Evil52Guard songs plus some bonus ones added. Furthermore, a whole year later, in the 26th of July 2024, a thought to be fake Evil52Guard YouTube channel actually turned out to be real, as its profile picture was used in a video Yabujin will drop around that time. This channel contained 2 songs, Magenta Sun, which was considered lost, and Eye for an Eye, and both videos were uploaded around February of 2023. It was after these uploads that Yabujin decided to take a short vacation from the public eye, one of around 420 days, or 1 year, 1 month, and 25 days. This is by far the biggest hiatus Yabujin has ever done, only broken by some slight changes in thumbnails, the deletion of the Yabujin and Girotasao YouTube channels, and a YouTube comment that he quickly deleted on New Year's Eve, and it had everybody thinking that he just left for good and that it was over for real now. Until on the 25th of March 2024, he remembered how to upload music to SoundCloud. What everybody woke up to at 4:20 AM that day was an 8-minute mix in the Lagonis24 SoundCloud account, with no title whatsoever. Hope you like no titled songs, because from here 1 out of 5 is not going to be titled. Some do have names, but they are taken from the URL and not the song title itself. Following this mix, he dropped some more songs on the subsequent days, these being Bride, Untitled Zero, Pinky or 5454 in Lithuanian, which was his first rap song since 2022, Clown, a 12-minute ambient song that samples Welcome to NHK and it's most likely a reference to his 2016 Bleach Drinker song Gal Games, Oasis, an Evil 52 guard drop between the Lagonis ones, and Unter, a Guerrilla-like track. And in the 12th of April, he dropped a track to Evil 52 guard, which is just a clear version of the Fang Twister's outro. After it, he deleted everything again, leaving us with nothing for the second time, until the 30th of April, when he uploaded a track from some account named Ox of War to his Instagram stories. Which, by the way, by this time he had reactivated his Instagram account, which had been deactivated along with his other socials since the beginning of the 420-day long hiatus. This song had a heart emoji for a title, and sampled the tracks Girana Gambit and Small from the Zero album. On the next days, he kept uploading to this account. Some uploads were Happy Walpurgis Fest, a mix of cumbia and reggae that will define the overall music style of this account, which in my opinion sounds reminiscent of Illicit Compton's songs, Fun is Infinite, and another untitled track, which is a remix of the track Trader by Ganzit. Unfortunately, after this song dropped, his SoundCloud got banned. The next thing we got from him was an appearance in the Xomogoblins 3 mix, at around the 13th minute mark, which was first confirmed by Catharsis, the artist that made the mix, and secondly by Yabujin in a future mix that he would upload 4 days later that contains the same song that plays around that timestamp. Before moving on with the video, I want to mention that in between the 420-day hiatus, Yabujin secretly uploaded music to an account named Cass, which later took the name of Elysian and finally took the name of Swan Antarctica. On this account, he dropped some songs like a nightcore version of Hellboy by Damazoma Dick or a slowed version of LSD on My Tongue, along with 2 untitled tracks, a single called Yabujin Gnome, which to my eyes is an attempt of trying to make a fake looking song of himself, and then, in the 12th of April, he dropped 3 singles, Valeria, 2023, and one which title is the number 4 and 9 repeated over and over again, which by the way is the longest title of a Yabujin song ever. After going over this, we can move on with the video. The first upload in this account was a mix called Zarenzizny.org, the mix that confirmed the appearance of Yabujin in the Xomogoblins 3 mix. After it, he would casually upload singles like Retard Off the White, a mock version of Angel with a Knife, Oak Soda, a feat with his friend Denzel, which now went by the name Ktoya, Al Nightcore 720, a YouTube exclusive track in his new YouTube channel called Snow, 1688, published in the 16th of August, the day the first post related to Azroy was made in his old Instagram, Sleep and Needles, which are both references to his old Bleach Drinkers tracks,
Похоже на...
a feature with his friend Rosero,
Gdzie jest biały węgorz?
a cover of the Polish song, and the last one of them all these squares make a circle, made on the 3rd of September 2024. In the middle of these singles, he also uploaded 2 mixes, one being called Afbar, which was deleted instantly, and another called Sacred Pazi, although fans theorize that they are both the same mix, just changed slightly, as they seem to have similar waveforms in SoundCloud. And probably what happened was that Afbar got deleted for copyright reasons. After all of this, he would again delete this account and deactivate his Instagram, leaving us with nothing. Until a month later, when he released a song under a new account, which was already being scoped by some fans of his.
Se suejas.
Let's just call this account Zulus. This upload, although having the rapper's TK name in the title, had nothing to do with him, and was likely just a reference to the TK edit snippet he showed in Azure 8. Following this upload came other singles such as
Stoe vincioegie.
which he used to make the account public by sharing it in his Instagram story, Leliumaj, Tupikes, Uldukes, a 10-minute freestyle.
حليب بعقب.
That was his first song made in English after a long time, in which he mocks Angel with a knife again, speaks about his past self, and mentions how he feels grateful for all the love his fans have towards his 2020 persona and such, but how that era doesn't mean much to him anymore, as he thinks he just gained said fame and money through copying others such as RCB, hence the line, Overall, this song is pretty cool and meaningful, you should give it a listen. Between these singles, he was featured in 2 songs from a Zero's account, one being a 21-minute freestyle and another one being a cypher with other artists. In 20 days from these uploads, he would release a song under a new alias, called
Lambda Almagadziet.
or just Laume for short. This track would feature a treble clef for its title, referencing the symbol shown in the character's forehead in this account's profile picture, which by the way is a lamia. One day after, on Christmas Day, he uploaded 2 songs, one on the Oxophore alias after a long time of not using this account, which featured a square symbol for its title, and another in Zulus, featuring a Star of David in its title, again referencing the symbol shown in the character's forehead in this account's profile picture. What Yabujin did in the following days was alternating uploads in these 3 accounts, and it felt as if he was creating some type of story with the 3 characters, updating it via the upload's covers, sometimes featuring the characters together or just alone. Alongside this, he would make references to a Lithuanian place called the Hell of Witches, as many of the statues and trees shown in his covers would be from this place. Some uploads in these 3 accounts were Square, which was a remix of the song Pigs Fly by Tyler the Creator, where he sampled the 1688 song, Turek All Eyes on You, a jungle-like track which had a music video called Adam in his new YouTube account which still stands up to this day called Vistekojis, Flowmaster, a song where he raps with tons of autotune, No-Go, a tribute to Pasha Technique, some untitled songs with Lex as their cover which mainly consisted on him playing some instruments, Distancia, a song he would delete 12 hours from its upload with the reason being, nah, singing is not for me. Same guy who did Garden, by the way. And a day after this upload came the first project in a while, an EP uploaded on the 28th of June 2025 in Zulus called Lamiu Dobanos. This project featured 3 songs, Esero Kiaule, Lam Sirgis, and Salsiu Duobe. These songs don't feature any vocals whatsoever, and are purely centered on him playing instruments. After this project, he kept posting on both the Ox of War and Lame account, leaving the Zulus account untouched as far as February 2026. Some uploads on both accounts were Zero 2020, a seemingly unreleased song from 2020, Num.mp3, a song reminiscent of Giroda's outtracks, Diamond Cover, which was followed by the deletion of Lame and Ox, although he would luckily recover both accounts in a matter of days, Suggest, the last Lame upload as of today, after which he did exactly the same thing with the accounts as he did with the prior song, Kurminach, which was the first upload after a 2-month hiatus, Precolas, which was released at 18-16-16 UTC, referencing Azroy once again, and Pimpalas Are Pimpalas, the last track as of the recording of this video, made on the 14th of November 2025 on Ox, which reused the Winter Stylus cover. Before ending the video, I'd like to show the only accounts that are truly his. Other accounts that are not these are entirely fake or just simply archive ones. And finally, this video ends. Without a doubt, Yabujin is an artist that has left his mark on the underground scene, inspiring tons of other artists that as of today have their own fanbase and musical projects. From the distorted, otherworldly soundscapes of Yabujin to the mysterious aesthetic that surrounds his presence online, his influence feels bigger than the numbers might suggest. He didn't just make music. He built an atmosphere, a universe that fans continue to decode, reinterpret, and carry forward in their own creations. Whether you see him as a pioneer, an enigma, or simply one of the most unique voices to come out of the underground in recent years, there is no denying the impact, and maybe that's what makes artists like him so important. They remind us that anyone can create art if they put enough time into it. So who knows, maybe I will be making the next video about you, viewer.